Today, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. So Nashville is also called Music City, and it is undoubtedly the country music capital of the world. But country music really isn't my scene. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I'm kind of a metalhead. So that being said, a lot of the bars and restaurants that you can find down here on Broadway are owned by a lot of very famous country music artists. But I'm sorry to say, I don't really know who they are. But Nashville can definitely be said that it's a who's who of the country music scene. To me, it's more of a who's that of the country music scene. But that's definitely not going to stop me from heading down to Broadway and showing y'all where the best vittles can be found in this part of Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all? Vittles? What the hell's happening to me? I'm Dāv Kaufman. I travel to distant, exotic places and places a little closer to home to indulge in the culture and cuisine from the familiar to the extreme. There's always an open seat at my table for you, and sure, I'll pick up the tab. This is Dāv Kaufman Eats the World. So the first thing we're going to hit up this morning is breakfast, and that can be found right here at Assembly Food Hall. We're heading in as soon as I get around these people. In here, you can find just about everything in the world there is to eat. You can find lobster and crab, shrimp, sup, sip, be coastal. Over here at the pharmacy, you can get a good burger. They've got pharmacy burger, 3 cheeseburger, farm burger, white oak barbecue burger. You guys can read, but that's not what we're here for. Right over here, we've got Sushi Kitchen, all decorated for Thanksgiving apparently. Right over here, you can get some of the best barbecue in this city right over here at Honey Fire. They even have shawarma from Istanbul here, with actual real shawarma. Right over here, we've got Velvet Taco, where you can get a taco that I assume is, well, velvety. But I'm not here for any of that. Since I came here for breakfast, this is the best place to get breakfast here at Assembly Hall. This is the Liege Waffle Company, and there are no floppy waffles here. All right, let's get a waffle. And for breakfast this morning, I got the Crunch Berries, in which that waffle is swimming in a sea of their house-made caramel sauce, and on top of that, blueberries, strawberries, and on top of that, whipped cream, and sprinkled with Captain Crunch. This bad boy may be one of the most unique waffles that I've ever had, but when I go to Belgium, I get waffles almost exclusively. You can't go to Belgium without getting waffles. So my bar for waffles is pretty high. We're gonna see how this one holds up to the waffles in Belgium. So I've got a nice fork full of every ingredient in this dish. You can see how compact that waffle is, but what I really love about Belgian waffles is that it's encrusted with that crystallized, caramelized sugar. All right, let's give this a try. Oh man, that is absolute heaven on a fork. All of those sugary, sweet flavors just kind of bombard you. The waffle is everything you want it to be in a waffle. It's warm, it's chewy, and it's sweet. It has that perfect kind of, again, caramelized sugar that just kind of locks in that sweetness. And look at that, that homemade caramel sauce just pools on the bottom, and as you eat, that waffle is just absorbing all of that caramel sauce and infusing that sweet caramel flavor directly into the waffle. But if I do have one little criticism, it's that the strawberries aren't very ripe. So where the strawberries should have added sweetness to this dish, it kind of adds a little almost bitterness to it because the strawberries aren't that ripe. But otherwise, this waffle dish is really an incredibly tasty and delicious waffle creation here. You know, I didn't know that I would really like the Captain Crunch on it. I thought maybe it would detract from all the other flavors, maybe add too much of a sweetness to it, but it doesn't. It adds a nice texture to it, adds a nice crunch to it, and I really enjoy that. I may not have another waffle without Captain Crunch now. All right, so now that I've had breakfast here at Assembly Hall, we have just begun our tour of Broadway. It is not the best weather, kind of crappy, kind of cold, kind of rainy. Not gonna stop me from getting back out there on the street and exploring this place further. So as you walk down the street here in Broadway, you can hear music coming from every single bar, and you can hear that it's kind of conflicting with each other. But this place is alive and well on a Monday morning. But I've been told that if you want the best slice of pizza that you can find here in Nashville, you've got to come right here to this place. This is the Mellow Mushroom, where they feature pizza by the slice. We're going in and seeing just how good this pizza is. So one of the awesome things that you're gonna find here on Broadway are these little places just up and down the street to get a snack, to get lunch, to get dinner, to get whatever you want. Well, here at the Mellow Mushroom, they have pizza by the slice, and I've been told by a number of people that live here that you gotta pop in and get a slice, because this may be one of the best pizzas that you can find down here in Nashville. I don't know if that's true or not, or if they are just like, hey, there's only one pizza place around. But I'm filming this on a Monday morning. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this place is absolutely packed. There's a dude singing country music right over there. I wonder if I can get him to play Metallica. Probably not. But what we've got right here is one of their pizza by the slices. This is their pepperoni pizza. And when you go into other places to get pepperoni by the slice, you might get like this little triangle of pizza that they're gonna charge a lot of money for. Not here. This is a huge wedge of pepperoni pizza. Big, huge slices of pepperoni on this. That crust looks absolutely amazing. This is like a big New York slice of pizza. You can fold this over just like you eat it in New York. All right, let's try this out. All right, okay, that is a really decent slice of pizza. Usually you go into these bars and they've got like frozen pizzas that they just kind of have at the bar for you to order while you're having your drinks. Not here. It's made right back there in their pizza ovens, and therefore it tastes like it came right out of a pizzeria. When it comes to pizzas, this is more like a Brooklyn style pizza. It's got a nice thin, chewy crust, loaded with that mozzarella cheese, just the perfect amount of spice, just the perfect amount of sauce. This is a really good slice of pizza that you can get right here at the Mellow Mushroom. Every once in a while, they'll change out their pizzas by the slice, or you can get an entire pizza any way you want it. They have a really eclectic menu here. This is definitely one spot that you should put on your list when you come down here to Broadway. This is amazing. Oh yeah. So right here at Acme, we've got the Redneck Lo Mein. It's chock full of lo mein noodles, roasted chicken, collard greens, roasted corn, black-eyed peas with caramelized onions and an andouille sausage and soy glaze. This dish kind of looks like if Southern cooking and Louisiana Cajun cooking got together and had a love child right here. But it looks like it has a nice rich soy sauce. There's lots of lo mein noodles, huge chunks of sausage, chicken, black-eyed peas, lots of roasted corn in here. It looks hearty, it looks belly-busting, it looks delicious, and it's the perfect comfort food for a rainy day like today. So I got a fork full of just about every ingredient in this dish. I've got some sausage, some chicken, some corn, some black-eyed peas, and of course a heaping helping of that lo mein. We're digging in and trying this out. Oh my God. You know, when I saw this on the menu, I knew that I had to try it, but I was not really prepared for how absolutely delicious this is. When I read soy glaze, I kind of thought that it was going to be kind of a watery soy sauce type of sauce. It is not. This is almost like a soy sauce reduction. It's nice and thick. Lots of flavor to it, really hearty. The spice from that sausage gives each bite a zest to it. The chicken with the corn and the collard greens, this is exactly the kind of food that I wanted to try here in Nashville. And when I'm in the South, I always try to get a dish that represents the local cuisine of where I am, and if this is the local cuisine of Nashville, man, they did it absolutely right here at Acme. Man, I am absolutely thoroughly enjoying this. I kind of, again, thought that this was kind of a gimmicky dish. Redneck lo mein. But man, I mean, it really has everything that I look for in Southern cooking. It has the spice, it has the flavor, it has that good Southern comfort food flair to it. I mean, even the lo mein noodles in this dish are al dente, which means from the tooth. I don't know where it got that phrase, al dente. It sounds like you're more sophisticated than you are when you say, these noodles are al dente. At least much more sophisticated than, well, I am. All right, so Acme, you did it right with this redneck lo mein. And Acme is located right on the corner, right on the end of Broadway. So right over there, that's the river. So a lot of people, I don't think, kind of come down this way. All the parking is on the other side of Broadway. So people walking down Broadway, they stop at all the other bars and restaurants before I think they get down to this end of Broadway, and that's a mistake. If you are looking for some really amazing food, Acme has it right here with this dish. And it's well worth bypassing a lot of the other kind of gimmicky places on Broadway to come here to this place to get this dish. This is absolutely amazing. But I do see in the comments a lot that, you know, okay, Dave, so you're taking 1 or 2 bites. What do you do with the rest of the food that you don't eat on video? Well, this is exactly what I do with that food. I get a to-go box. I put all of the goodies in the to-go box, and then I do this with it. Hey, my brother, lunch is on me today.
Hey, thank you, my brother.
Absolutely, it's redneck lo mein from down there at Acme. Good stuff. I put some napkins and some silverware in there.
Thank you, brother.
All right, brother, take care. So just off of Broadway, if you go down 3rd, you're gonna find this place. Lainey Wilson's Bell Bottoms Up. Cooking and drinking. I have no idea who Lainey Wilson is, but they've got something in here I've just got to try. We're going in. So here at Lainey Wilson's Bell Bottoms Up, which is a cute name. Lainey Wilson, she must be a country star. But I love how this place is designed. I mean, there's nothing quite like a good old Nashville honky-tonk. Right down to the neon lights and the huge stage and the cowboy hat lamps over every booth. I'm gonna have to now look into who Lainey Wilson is. Like I said, I'm a metalhead. I have no idea who Lainey Wilson is. She might be just, I don't know, just kind of a local businesswoman here in Nashville. But here they have a sandwich that is so uniquely Nashville, I just had to come in here and get it. So right here at this Lainey person's place, we got the Nashville hot chicken po' boy. And like I didn't get enough hot chicken in the last video that I filmed here in Nashville, I had to come here to Miss Wilson's place to try out this hot chicken po' boy right here. It's a fried chicken breast dripping with hot honey sauce, topped with tomato and sitting on a bed of dill pickle slaw, and it's served on a Lindenheimer French bread roll. And on the side, it's served with Cajun waffle fries, and you can also get shrimp on this for an extra $4, of which I did not do. You know, usually when you come to tourist places like this, anywhere in the country, the food portions are going to be small and they're going to be badly overpriced. Well, actually what I found so far is that that's not the case here in Nashville. These are big, huge portions, and frankly, they're not priced all that high. This entire plate right here is only 20 bucks. But this looks absolutely amazing. We're wasting no more time. We're digging in and trying it out. Wow. Oh man, that's a good po' boy. You know, at first I expected this to be maybe a little over spicy, a little over hot, because when you read it on the menu, there are no varying degrees of heat offered, but this is actually a very mild spice to it, just enough to let you know that it's there. But the chicken is plump, it's juicy, it's fried to perfection, and I'll tell you what I appreciate. I appreciate that they didn't just put this on some kind of janky little hot dog bun or some brioche bun. This Lindenheimer French roll that they put this on is the perfect bread to put this po' boy on. And I'll tell you, another thing that I really appreciate about this is that bed of crispy coleslaw right underneath that chicken. It absorbs all that heat, all those flavors from the chicken, but yet still adds a nice crunchy texture to the sandwich. And it kind of gives a little creaminess to this sandwich that cuts through what heat there actually is from the hot chicken onto this sandwich. Man, I'm going in for another bite. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, if I was rating the food that I was having here in Nashville today, I gotta say that redneck lo mein was at the top, but as far as sandwiches are concerned, this one is at the top. This is an absolutely delicious sandwich. It is absolutely perfectly Nashvilleian. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. But I'll tell you, after eating a couple of bites of this, it really makes me feel like I'm flying somewhere over Laredo in a 4x4 by you. I mean, I don't know why that's silly. I mean, these are things a man ought to know. All right, fine. I love Lainey Wilson, and I love her food, and I love her place here. I'm not a country fan. I've established that already, but Lainey Wilson, I really dig her. So guys, when you come to places like this, of course they're going to be touristy, and sometimes the touristy places in the world are the most fun. But I'll tell you again, what I really love about coming down here to Broadway here in Nashville is that, yeah, the drinks, they're going to gorge you on that because that's where all these bars make their money. But as far as the food is concerned, these are big portions at all the restaurants that I tried here, and they're not really overpriced. So guys, comment below if you've been here to this part of Nashville. Comment below, let us know what your favorite place is to eat at so that we can all try out your suggestions as well. So guys, if you're hungry for more, check out that video right there. If you're starving for more, check out that playlist right there. Please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. It's really refreshing to let my secret out about how much I love Lainey Wilson. It makes me as kind of refreshed as watermelon moonshine. Okay, I'll stop now.